All right, y'all, finally get to do some bucking. Get a little relief from the sun today, from the heat. It's gonna be probably in the high 80s. I mean, it still feels like we're in the Amazon out here. It's super humid in North Carolina. But I've got some nice new poles here, red oak, from Lineberger Tree Service here in Raleigh. They're phenomenal. This is where I get maybe 50 to 75% of most of my firewood from. They do a great job. He keeps supplying me. It's been a little bit since I've been out here. It's probably been a couple of months since I've been out here, maybe. Some of this stuff looks like it's been standing dead. So hopefully it won't take too long to dry out. But I'm excited to get some exercise. And even though it's super crazy hot, I haven't used my saw in a while. Still haven't taken it into the shop, but I will just keep it running and do some bucking today. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Let's see how far a tank of gas will get me. We'll see. miles on this one tank of gas. That's what I'm hoping for. Bottom side's just in the mud. Not good. There we go. Much better. Much better. Kind of nice. Bark's already kind of off almost. Okay. Cut that one first, probably. Just get out of the way. Get out of the way a little bit. Just don't like cutting into wood that's got wood on the other side of it, because that creates a kickback. At least I don't like doing that. If I had the opportunity, look at that. See, that's dry. Stuff's kind of rotted on the outside, but it's not dry. It's dry on the outside. Okay. All right. Okay. Gives me some room to work on this. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this one. Cut these up, and then start working on that stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Right there is in the way. Better. Not perfect, but it's better. All that dirt. All right. Normally right now I would have left my chainsaw running. Getting better. All right, a little bit more. Almost cut all this stuff up. Cut up. Not much left. Take some of that tension off the chain, off the bar chain. This does not take long. If I had hair, it would absorb a lot of that sweat, but it just rolls down my face. Whew. There we go. There we go. Let that chain cool down a little bit. Then stretch the chain when it's hot and it stays tight on there. I think my next chaps are gonna have this part right here on my leg wraps all the way around. I think I'm gonna do that. Because when it's hot, I get sawdust all in my socks and my shoes. I'm not gonna wear pants. Not gonna happen in the summer. No, sir. Not here. If it was in the 70s, sure, I would do it. All right, let's take a little inventory here. Actually, I'll probably just keep these on because I might split a little bit. That didn't take too long. That didn't take too long. All right, look at this good stuff. A lot of it's got bark already coming off of it. Red oak. Basically, when I split it, a lot more will come off. This is a pretty, the outer edge here is, I mean, you can kind of tell how dry that is, how that yellow color on a red oak. It's a pretty hard wood right here. Ugh. It's not that big. Might be 12 inches maybe. Yeah, it's probably around 12 inches in diameter. Should be pretty easy to split. Although it has dried out quite a bit. I don't know how long this has been standing dead. Yeah. That was nice. That was nice. Just one little hit. Maybe two. Maybe two. Make some really good bundle wood right there. A lot of this stuff will, because the bark's already coming off of it. It'll dry faster than if you leave the bark on it, I believe. That's nice right there. That is nice. Big old. Might be better to go from the other side, but let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. That looks better. I could probably load these by hand. Each one, they're not that big. The biggest one probably is over there. That's probably 14 to 16 inches. What I'll do is just kind of probably stack them all in a pile and then come back and get it with the trailer. Probably, maybe my truck. I'm hoping not my truck, but maybe my trailer. So my buddy who brings me the wood, Brent, he knows how easy it is to split red oak, so he tries to bring me a lot of red oak. Super thankful. And he had a customer who had a massive tree or a tree branch fall on their house just last week, and he referred him to me to come and fix the roof. It's a win-win all the way around. It is a win-win. Probably some rot in here. I see some ants coming out of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all can probably see from the camera that brown stuff. The ants love it. They love it. Bunch of little larvae in there having fun. All right. Stubborn. Some water. Woo. Brutal. I don't even know if I brought another shirt with me. I think I did. Got bit by a fire ant, I think. Right over here on my side. Strong fibers, hang on. All right. When I put it on the ground like this, I prefer to put it on the bark side on the ground. Oh, just feel like it doesn't absorb as much water that way, the bark side. But maybe I'm wrong. Sure, somebody will let me know out there. May not do much more, guys. It's kind of wearing me out pretty fast. Wearing me out. It's just too humid out here. Splitting wood and this kind of humidity, heat. Not very smart. That's why it's a late fall, winter type thing. Whew. Nice stuff. See those little fibers. Probably hit this way again. Yeah, might as well. Right on that knot. Ah. I can see it all split. That wasn't fun. Oh yeah. Big old worm in there. Look at this fella. He don't want to come out. That's a big one. Ah, I didn't know if I got the whole thing. Look at that. Big boy. Oh yeah. This is manageable, I think. Yeah, that's manageable. This is also manageable. Got a lot of bugs in it. Lots of bugs. Probably why it's here. Trees that are super healthy typically are not in this wood yard. Unless people just have money to burn, they just want to get rid of trees for no reason. Ooh. Okay. Probably have to split this one 3 times, 3 different sections. Alright, we'll stop recording. Alright y'all, I have pushed through. It's been tough. After maybe like splitting 3 rounds, I was like, it's gonna be too hot, too humid. I only have 1 left. I have some smaller pieces, like maybe 8 inches, 8-inch length pieces, and one that's close to probably 14 inches in length, but it's rotten, half of it, so I'm just gonna leave it here. The last one for me. This is about how fast I've been moving the whole time. Struggling. Something keeps biting me on the leg, I swear. Tiny little chopping block here. All right, this is it. This is it. I've been doing this between like every round. If I had hair, it wouldn't be that big of a problem, probably. Y'all with hair, let me know. I mean, it just rolls down into my shirt, my pants. I don't know. All right. Probably, I've quartered most of this stuff. I've halved some of it, but mostly quartered. I can get it from here without moving. There you go. There we go. All right, last one. Cut this one in half right here. Should be maybe 2 hits. Yep. Oh, gonna be 3. Gonna be 3. Those little fibers are just hanging on for dear life. That's kind of nice. Nope. Hey, there we go. I will come back and get all this stuff with the trailer probably sometime next week, hopefully, as long as this wood is still there. There's a couple of guys that like this firewood. I told them if they really need some, come on back here and get it. And hopefully they won't take it all because it's a lot of work. Put this stuff inside. All these little tiny rounds. So that's probably, I'm thinking a half of a full quart. Probably. So I'm thinking stacked. That will fill up the back of my trailer. I mean, my trailer, not the back. That'll fill up my trailer. Oh. All right, that's it for today, folks. Let's see, I got here at right around 8:40, and it's 10:55 right now. Bucking and splitting for a little over 2 hours. Thank y'all for joining me. We survived.